Hello wonderful people, it's me Angie. I hope you are having an amazing day wherever you are, and I'm going to try really hard to speak good English this time because I filmed maybe 10 videos and now my English is just deteriorating. But what is new? So this is a question I get a lot on my channel and even from people who are my classmates. What is my study routine like? And I had to write everything down because I actually do a lot more than I realize. So I'm just going to talk you through this, and if you have any questions, comment down below. Let me know what your routine is like in the comments. I'm curious, I'm interested, and if you want more content like this, give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it because it really helps the channel. So the first thing I do is I get the specification. You can get your specification online. Just Google AQA GCSE Biology, OCR, A-level Maths, whatever specification you need, go search it up. And if you don't know what your specification is, ask your teacher, go on your school website. Actually, school websites normally put the specifications up there. So make sure you have your spec, because if you do not have your spec, you don't know what you're going to study. So once I've gone through my spec and I know exactly what it is, I've turned my spec into a tick list for biology and for chemistry, and it has 4 columns next to the spec. So covered in class, I have revised this, exam questions, and one other thing I can't remember right now, but I make sure the content is covered at least 4 to 5 times, because me personally, it might seem very bright, but I am not the brightest bulb in wicks. I'm slow and it takes me time to learn things, so I make sure I cover everything else. The next thing I try my hardest to do, it's not always possible, is to read ahead. And that doesn't mean being way ahead, but it means before the lesson I've gone through what she's going to teach us, I've read the textbook, I've gone through the revision guide, I have a basic idea, because then I'm not as scared when she's whipping out all these different if you've already gone through something, it's less scary. And for me, the moment I'm scared, I'm like, whoa. What? So that's what I do. The next thing is tick lists. So on Capitola, if your school has Capitola, go onto the resources section for whatever subject you're on, and there will be tick lists for things that you need to know for each topic. So it's like a spec, but just for a certain subject area, and I'll go through them when I'm revising for a test, just to make sure that, you know, I've covered everything. And sometimes the teachers might forget something out of innocence, or maybe they've rearranged things. So I know in chemistry, free radical substitution is in one topic, but we learned it in a different topic. So I was like, yo miss, what's going on? She was like, it makes more sense to do it when you know a bit more about organic chemistry. You get me? So copy and paste. So physicsandmathstutor.com, I use this website to get my notes for biology and chemistry. I will copy and paste them into whatever document, and then in the lesson, if she says anything nice, I'll write it down on a sticky note on some paper. When I read the textbook, if there's any nice anecdotes, or in a YouTube video, I'll write it down on some paper. Then I will go back to my notes from physicsandmathstutor.com. I will add bits where I like, take things out, and the reason I copy and paste these notes instead of writing my own notes from scratch is because they are better worded, and the notes I take in September would be very different to the notes I would take in December, because by December I understand a concept more, so I don't need to be writing all these extra words, and you have to think about word efficiency. So copying and pasting saves me a lot of time. Also, typing notes, researchers say it's not the best for you. Handwriting them is better, so I don't want to waste my time on something that is not effective. So the next thing is to use YouTube. So for biology, I use Crash Course. If you're doing any A-level subject, economics, chemistry, I don't care, Crash Course is a channel for you. Thank you to the Green brothers, we appreciate it. And the whole team at Crash Course, thank you guys so much. You're the goats, greatest of all times. But yeah, so I use Crash Course mostly for biology. For chemistry, my man Elliot Rental is an icon. Thank you so much, because the whole stereo selectivity, all of that, I wouldn't have understood it if it wasn't for him. And then for maths, Jack Brown, icon once again. But YouTube is so useful, especially because I'm very much an audio visual learner, so seeing it makes it easier. You can pause, you can rewind, you can Google, learning at your own pace. What you have to understand, especially for me now at A-level, is that I learn in a different way to GCSE. It's a lot more independent and it's a lot more on my own time. The next thing is to build up of questions. So I'll start off with the questions at the bottom of the page in my textbook, then I'll build up to the revision guide questions, then I'll get to the practice questions and exam style questions in the textbook and revision guide, then I'll get to mathsmadeeasy.com, their questions for biology, chemistry, maths and physics. Then I will go to physicsandmathstutor.com. They have biology, chemistry, maths, physics, computer science, geography, psychology and economics, I do believe. I'll use their questions as well, because their questions are more mixed up, because Maths Made Easy, their questions will be just on the topic, but physicsandmathsteacher.com will bring different things. It's more of an interdisciplinary style of questions, more like what you'll get in the exam. Then if your school has Exam Pro, it's a paid resource. Get the Exam Pro questions as well, and I'll build up in difficulty of questions. The next thing is follow-up questions. So after I do a test, I've not gotten full marks in anything yet. I've gotten very high percentages, but not quite full marks. So to fill in all the gaps, I will do follow-up questions. In our school, they give us an evaluation sheet, which I cherish so much. So you can see where you went wrong, and if you didn't make silly mistakes, how many marks will you make? You really need to make sure that every test you take, you are evaluating yourself, because we can't be making silly mistakes anymore. It's not going to happen. So after that, I make review notes and test myself. So my review notes are more attractive than some people out here. Like, I'm not even trying to flex. Like, there are some very nice MCMs in this world, but my review notes, especially biology, the diagrams, my notes are so pretty. Anyway, so for review notes, I will handwrite notes. They're not the most important thing in the world. Maybe 6 weeks after I do a topic, and each bullet point will be on a point from the specification. I have a whole system, and if you want me to explain how I do that, comment below. I can make a video on that. But basically, the review notes are just to make sure I've done the passive revision and I have all the content in my head. And after the review notes, I will test myself. So if you go online and search up topic, subject, test, lots of schools put their tests on their websites. So you just go like swipe with the fox and steal them. I have stolen so many resources from school websites. It is what it is. Please don't sue me. But I need to do some of them this week, actually. Fun times. And I will do the test to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. And you have to consider active recall and the forgetting curve. I can do a whole video on that if you want, but I review topics following the Fibonacci sequence. So after 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, all the way up to 371 days, I think. But I have a whole Excel spreadsheet to make sure that I don't forget anything. So yeah, that is my revision method, my revision technique for A-level. If you want one on general, what I did for GCSE, comment below as well. Let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe, okay? 70% of you guys come back twice a week, every week, and you're not subscribed. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. And as always, make sure you're wonderful people. Smile, subscribe, study hard, slay hard, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.